Hey everybody, it's Chevee from Portal Games. I'm going to walk you through the keynote speech that Ignacy gave at Portalcon 7 this past Saturday, January the 23rd. Starting off in the beginning here, the normal thing. Sit down, shut up, all that good stuff. Everybody can hear me. Welcome to the show, even though it's really cold outside. And he talks a little bit about the day. Besides just the new premieres and such, they did a few events. One was Moloch versus Outpost. It was a 3-hour battle for University of Hex fans. That was Moloch versus Outpost. Tells them all, if you're a fan, this is where you want to be. Talks about having a Q&A for the fans there, and also ties a time event where if you win or lose, you get a coupon that says you won or lost throughout the day. And the more winning coupons you have, the better chance you have at getting a drawing out of a pile. So they're going to do some giveaways. That's it. So the keynotes officially begin about here. And here he shows the Polish edition of Rattle Battle, which will premiere in Poland on February 4th. It's been delayed for months, and he's offering huge apologies. He said for those that came here, they had some boxes ready to buy, and to make amends for the delay, all boxes in the first printing in Poland will have the metal coins. The rest of Europe got the cardboard coins. As you know, here in America, we got the metal coins. So for this first printing only in Poland, they will have metal coins. All reprints will have the cardboard coins, just like the rest of Europe. Here he's showing you all the components of the game. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. The box is jam-packed full of amazing looking stuff. He's talking about how awesome the game looks and how proud he is of how it looks. How all the illustrations are just amazing. Shows the cards, talks about the captains and how many people were involved in drawing the graphics for this thing, plus the custom dice. He says this is basically the most beautiful project we've done so far, and we're really proud of it. And again, apologizing for the delay to the Polish market. Next up, this is something that you might not know about. Portal Games, besides publishing games, are also very heavily promoting board gaming in Poland. So this year we sent games to clubs, libraries, schools, basically anybody that asked us. And part of that is due to the popularity of our YouTube program we have there, which I cannot pronounce it. It's like Planchowski TV, which is board game TV, and it's really popular. That's basically the Polish version of our vlog, and because of that, lots of people have donated and allowed us to grow the board game presence in Poland. Additionally, this year, we participated in this program, a charity event, which I can't pronounce, the WOSP charity event, where volunteers gather money to give to hospitals for the whole country. And Portal was able to gather around $1,000 US to donate to the cause. So he's talking about how we do this because we have this firm belief that board So in 2015, we broke records for Portal games, and when it comes to the numbers in board gaming, he's showing here this graphic that we sold 32,000 copies of Imperial Settlers last year. They're unbelievable for the Polish market, and he did it. This year, Tides of Time, which was released in August, and between August and the end of the year, we sold 20,000 copies. That's just unbelievable. So this cute graphic here, number of copies on the left, Imperial Settlers, Tides of Time, and then on the right, 140,000 boxes worldwide. Total weight of 110 tons. That's roughly 1,641 Ignacies. And if we stack them all up, it would be about 7.7 kilometers, which is like 5 miles, I think. So that's a lot of boxes. And he's obviously super proud of that. So thank you to our fans. You've helped us. He showed a few of the catchphrases there that we have, and of course those were in Polish. So it shows us that not only are we doing business, but we're also fun people that care about our audience. We're not just sticking our nose up because we're popular. We still love our cookies. We still love our fans. And when he travels, in particular, Norway and Belgium and Spain last year, he gets his cookies, he brings his Oreos, and he sits down with his fans, and he has fun. He said, we are never going to change. We are never going to be too popular to meet our fans and have fun with them. This year in Poland, we are doing the Tales games from Yellow. So Tortoise and Hare was a huge hit in Poland, and so we're doing the rest of them. If you weren't aware, we got exclusive rights for Yellow games in the Polish market. So that's essentially what he's talking about here. And here he's showing the 3 new Tales games that are going to come out in 2016. And he says that Yellow won't stop publishing them, and neither will we. So your kids will have whole shelves full of them in the upcoming years. These really are great games for families. Family games that you want to play. Here he's showing Welcome to the Dungeon, the Polish edition. It's an extremely mean game. I love it. I know he loves it, or he wouldn't have published it. And here he's talking about a little bit about the game. And he said on Twitter, Antoine Bauza is right now working on a sequel to the game, and we're also going to publish that in Polish. And he's encouraging people to get the first part. 2 more games coming in 2016, Niet and For Sale, both from Yellow, and again, we're going to publish those. And he's saying that he had them there for anybody who came to Portalcon to play. And the Big Book of Madness, a huge hit from Yellow. We're also doing that in Polish. Beautiful artwork. It really is brilliant looking. And of course he has it there for anybody to play. He's talking a little bit about how the game works. The Big Book of Madness. I can't even say it in a Slavic accent. Blood Rage. Portal Games announced in December we were doing Blood Rage for the Polish market, and how awesome of a game it is. It is in production, so very soon. We will have it out. It's being translated now. Ready to come out in Polish market very soon. And the people in Poland were asking, does that mean that we're going to see more games from Cool Mini or not? And yes, we are doing Zombicide Black Plague in Polish, and he's talking about how this is the best version of Zombicide with wizards and knights and swords. This will be expected in the Polish market in 2016 also. And there he's showing the other 7 Sens. Another Eric Lang game for the Polish market. Cool Mini or Not also. And he's describing the game a little bit. I don't know much about it. And he said here, there's going to be more, because Cool Mini or Not is now an exclusive partner with Portal Games. So they're going to publish lots of Cool Mini or Not games in Poland. And of course he's talking up Cool Mini or Not. By the way, I don't speak Polish. I'm just as confused by this as you are. I happen to have a cheat sheet here. He said, oh, look at this. Our keynotes would take a lot of time if we talked about each and every release. And so he announced that for this year, in Polish, we will have 34 games, 34 new titles to release. And he apologizes that all of the fans will have to buy all the games and test them and have fun with them. I think he's being sarcastic. Maybe not, though. He says, after Portalcon, you're going to have to go to IKEA and get some new shelves to keep all these games. He's talking here about Heroes of Normandy. I guess there was tons of problems with it for the Polish market, so that's the little box in the corner. And the fans in Poland had made a lot of memes teasing us about them. So he thinks it'll finally show up here as the 35th game. So 2 of these titles, Dead Drop from Crash Games. We're going to be doing that in Polish. He says it's a little bit like Love Letter, but it's different. And that Dead Drop is intelligent and witty, and you have to think. And then, of course, he talks a little bit about how the game works. Ever the salesman, Ignacy Chevee. And here he's showing Handmade Wonders, which is a party game, and he talked about it during the Periscope that I watched. He says it's from Korea, I believe, that he talked about during the Periscope. He found it at Essen, and he tried it, and had to have it. So it's apparently very rare, difficult to find, because it's a Korean title. But he says if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. So Poland's going to have it. If you missed the Periscope, he said it is language independent, and we will have it in our store for sale. So you'll be able to get it from us if you can't find it anywhere else. He says it's a very funny game. So, and he had them there at Portalcon. That's all he's saying there. And so this is the list with the few titles filled in. And maybe down there in the corner, Heroes of Normandy being the 35th game. This is a Polish news website we have for board games. Fatger Plenzowski. I can't say it. He talks about how that used to be just a news site. Now it's going to be upgraded to be more of a social community website where players can rate games and talk about their opinions and that sort of thing. Almost like a Polish BGG, but for Polish folks, about games in the Polish market specifically. So we're working on that for a very long time, and we're going to provide it to the Polish gamers very soon, which will allow them to find, reviews and opinions and track their collection, and a miniature BGG for Polish fans. For the summary, Tales games will start showing up. New games for Yellow. Partnership with Cool Mini or Not. 34 games this year. Edition of Heroes of Normandy and the new social Polish website. Światło Gier Plenzowski? I can't say it. I keep trying. So he's saying here that Portal Games was created a long time ago as a designing studio. Designing games long before we were trying to get licenses for the Polish market. So he's talking about the story of how Portal Games came to be and how we designed our own products, and then we started looking at getting licenses like Resistance and Among the Stars. But before that, we did Robinson Crusoe and Neuroshima Hex and those games as our own design studio. So, of course, we're going to be designing some games this year. So 51st State is coming this year. It'll be the first project out this year. If you've been to our website already, you'll know that the pre-orders have started, and we are targeting probably a May-ish release date. Hopefully earlier in May than later than May. So he's talking about the changes, getting rid of the icons that nobody understood and replacing them with nice clean text. There'll be 88 cards from the base game, as well as 50 cards from New Era and 50 cards from Winter. So in this version, you will take the base game and shuffle it with one of those two expansions. So you'll play with either the Winter or the New Era. It's up to you. Shuffle it together. That's it. You're ready to play. And each new expansion like that will be a completely new feeling. So if you want to play, something in the future, you shuffle it in, it'll change the way that you play the game. So when you play New Era, there's going to be lots of raising, lots of fighting. But if you play Winter, then you're going to have a bunch of cards with extra victory points and a lot of production. I don't know if he's going to show it, the components. He's talking about wooden components. Wooden pieces for this will be fuel and gears and things like that. And here he's talking about the pre-order. Like I said, it's up on the website. Go check it out. If you pre-order, you're going to get it about 4 weeks before other fans, and you're also going to get even higher quality wooden components, like special 3D wooden components that won't be in the retail copies. So, pre-order now. We're doing a sort of stretch goal system, so you'll be able to, participate in getting more stuff added onto the game. And he also talked about we're doing this will be a worldwide release all at once, because a lot of the Polish fans were upset that we were focusing on the English market. So this is Cry Havoc. I'm super excited about this game. From designer Grant Rodiak, we had him at BGG-Con this year to teach the game to fans, and it's awesome. Big map, asymmetric, 4-player war game, area control, area movement. Super cool game. 54 custom miniatures. It's huge. It's going to be a big production from us, and we're super excited about it. This is a Ameritrash game with a Euro engine, unique factions, just like you've come to expect from Portal games. You're going to have 4 unique feels, whether you're playing one faction over the other. It's going to be totally different. It's a highly strategic game. It's been in production and development with us for 2 years. Grant developed it for 18 months prior to that, so this game has been getting refined for a little over 3 years, and we're going to premiere it at Gen Con. It's huge. He says during the last year, he's heard one question over and over again. Will there be Robinson Crusoe in space? And will he one day do a Robinson Crusoe legacy game? And he talks about how every time he's been asked this question, he just has to smile silently and not answer, because he had the pleasure of giving everybody the answer. Mars 1, do you copy? Mars 1, do you copy? Mars! So what you just saw was our teaser for First Martians, Adventures on the Red Planet, which is essentially Robinson Crusoe in space. It's like nothing else out there. If you notice from the video that looked like an app, that's because it is. This is a game that has a app along with it that you'll be able to use on your smartphones and tablets that will control the scenario of the game. And like a legacy type system, the game has a bunch of storytelling, and as you move through the different stages of the campaign, those scenarios will morph and change based on how you've played previously, so the game evolves like a legacy style game. He's talking a bit about how the different steps of the game are. For instance, if you choose survival, you'll have to face a lot of events like the meteor showers. If you choose exploration, you'll have to deal with a lot of equipment hazards, breaking the vehicles, lots of that, lots of adventures. And then there's an open world mode. Open world mode is unlike anything you've ever seen. In that mode, you'll be able to just kind of play, develop your base however you like. The game will set you up with some small goals, and you'll be able to kind of do what you want. So this is what 2016 is going to look like for Portal games from our designs, not licenses. 51st State Master Set, awesome combination of everything. Cry Havoc, huge thematic war game. First Martians, Robinson Crusoe in space, and the box. There's one more mystery. He's talking about, since everybody at the office is bored and there's nothing to do, we'll tell you what it is during Gamma Trade Show at Vegas. That was sarcasm. So we have 4 games being made by us this year, by our team, and every single one of them is going to be awesome. You guys know Ignacy. He is a picky gamer. We're not going to publish it if it's not good. Period. So here he's talking about 2016 being the best year ever for our team. Simply put, there's a ton of energy gathered around us right now. He hired a lot of new talents last year. Graphic designers, movie editors, salespeople. We have volunteers all over the world. Matt in Poland, Shimek, Jacek. We have me, Chevee, in the US. Tons of people appreciating our work, helping us every day. And what's more importantly, of course, we have fans. People that love our games, love our craziness. You are what keep us going. Sending us cookies, pillows shaped like meeples, photos of our little meeple characters every day is huge positive energy around Portal Games and what we do, and that's what keeps us going. He says he has the best job in the world. He's a very happy person, and that's thanks to all of you. Thanks to everybody who buys our games, who plays our games, and tells people about our games. Without you guys, Portal Games would be a dream. Instead, we all have dream jobs.
Dziękuję.